got something on it. Yeah, I just had a greasy sausage biscuit. And it could just be the pizza crepita. Let's see. Alright. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. A little bit of a late start. My son had to go to the doctor, so I hung out at the house for a few minutes in order to get, you know, a little bit more time. That's one of the pros of working for myself. Is when it's necessary, I get to spend all the time that I want with my family. Got a decent drive ahead of me. I thought to bring you guys with me. Jessica's actually taking Marcus to the doctor, so on myself today. Used to working alone didn't really bother me. Now it's not that it bothers me, it's just that I feel like maybe while I'm working alone, I'm not getting as much done as I should, or I could be, by not having Jessica there. She's the best helper I've ever had, and at this point she's kind of moving herself into actually being able to do a lot on her own. And I love that. Makes my life a lot easier. Getting into today. Hopefully the service holds up. The area I'm going through is kind of iffy sometimes. Hopefully this holds up too. This mount. Ton to do today. Got to clean up some junipers at a private dock. I've got to paint a window. I installed a wooden window yesterday, and we got towards the end of the day, and I went and caulked it. It turns out I accidentally grabbed 2-hour dry time caulk instead of painting 15 minutes or whatever it is. So I am headed back out there right now. Same place. Both the jobs are at the same place. This one's right down at the dock next to the clubhouse. I don't understand why this thing won't hold. Hands free. Medical professional, you know, he's not going to call them stones. Well, unfortunately, the window is on a second floor, so I got to perch up on a ladder paint the window. It's not necessarily painting the window as much as it is the trim, because we painted the window outside before we put the window in, so that we wouldn't have to be so touchy at the glass. There we go. It's gonna be in and out to Knoxville. And it takes like 10 more minutes to go this way, but I like the ride so much better down 95 rather than going down 411 all the way to 129 and then 129 to whatever Pellissippi, whatever the number of Pellissippi is. I don't know what number it is. If I got enough battery left when I head home, I'll come back this same way and I'll put the phone on the opposite side so that you guys can see the road. I don't know right now what it'll show you because it's looking at me, so it's not gonna be the coolest thing, you know. And hopefully everybody's had a decent morning, or if it's nighttime where you're at or getting to be nighttime or whatever, hopefully you're having a good evening. I'm a bit, it's a bit shaky, but I'm driving an old F-150 straight shift. Can't really get around it. I just replaced, a couple weeks ago, I just replaced the strut tower. Mine's geared well for the highway, but I gotta get some tires on it. But 2 out of the 4 tires are dry rotted, and I don't want to waste the money to put used tires on 2 of them and not the other 2, plus the ones that are on it right now are all terrain, and I want to move all 4 tires to street tires because it's my work truck. And I got a camper top in order to put on it. Somebody gave to me, actually one of my cousins that I didn't know was my cousin. Turns out he is, which is even funnier because it's my brother's girlfriend's dad. And he's my cousin, which my brother, he's my brother-in-law, but he's my brother. There's no argument there. I'm driving his truck. It's my brother. And nobody else gonna let me drive the truck besides him and my papa. And my papa is not even my papa, but he lets me call him papa. And how good that feels. I never had a papa. So like, I was 21 and me and Jessica got together, my wife. I don't know, for the first year or 2, I might have called him Jimmy, and I might have called her other Papa. I might have called him Joe, but at this point, it's Papa Pat. Papa Jimmy is just Pat, and then Papa Joe. Usually I'll call him Papa Joe, and that's a lot of it is out of respect. You know, he's a Papa. So, and my dad to my kids is Papa Scott. So it's a Papa thing. Got all kinds of Papas in my life now. I'm lucky. Oh, if you follow me on Facebook or anything, you probably know the dock that I'm headed to. I've posted a few videos working on the dock over there. I don't post a lot of work videos, and if I do, they're just funny, fun things. They're not something that I'm trying to show you how to do something. It's not my place to teach people how to do things with their homes. I can give you a couple hints here and there and some hacks and stuff, you know, but if anybody is ever interested in what I do for work and interested in seeing some videos on that, let me know. I really just don't want to put something out there that leaves a lot of room for people to judge. It already happens enough. There's already enough people out here judging each other for stupid shit. So try to lower the chances of, but if anybody wants to see anything like that, just let me know and I'll post a couple videos. By trade, I'm a handyman. My wife and I are handy people, but we end up doing a lot of remodeling and stuff like that. So it's hard to actually say what we are. We've done a bunch of different stuff, crazy bunch of different stuff. So I get to use that in the handyman capacity. Seems like this stream is working out better than I thought it would. For the drive, it's kind of out here. Kind of out here in the neck, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Pig farm, hog farm, whatever you want to call it. What are y'all getting into today? What's everybody got going on for the day? What are your jobs and how did you end up getting there? You know, what is it in life that pushed you to be whatever it is you are? For me, I've been in construction since I was 18. Former fashion. I did a couple seasons of mowing. I even done one winter I went and worked for Rubbermaid making Sharpies, and then one winter I went and worked for Denso making alternator cords, and I couldn't be trapped inside no more. 15 years where it was constantly working inside somewhere, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I love being outside. I love it. I love being able to see everything, all the beautiful stuff that we have been allowed to see and take part in. And I love it. Grass is always greener outside. At least I think it is. Some people don't like the outdoors as much as I do and prefer to stay inside and not go out in the sun. Over the last couple of years, let's say a year and a half or so, I've learned a lot. Over the last couple of years, I've been more into outdoor activities and camping and stuff like that, and doing a lot of survival type situations, but I've never actually done a survival scenario. And I think the biggest reason is because I don't even want to go spend the night somewhere without my family. I love my kids and my wife, man. I think I'm going to have to do it, though, just to test myself, to be ready for any situation. I never pray for the downfall of the world or the United States, and I always hope for the best outcome to any altercations, whether it be political or religious or verbal or physical. The best outcome is the one that makes the most change, not the one that makes the loudest noise or makes the best point. It's about change. You know, there's a change where you stay the way you are and try to find ways to manipulate your life into surviving whatever it is you don't want to change. It's hard to avoid gas prices. It's hard to avoid the price of food going up. They even increased the price of seeds this year. And if they didn't increase the price of seeds, I feel like they lowered the amount of seeds available in the packages. And I've also noticed something that my wife brought to my attention. We got a garden that's got tomato plants and stuff in it. It's almost gone at this point. There's just some tomato plants in it. But I also have a little box out front of our camper that I turned into somewhat of like red clay and food and dirt and other stuff I put in it to try to make like a compost situation. And by putting a lot of our strawberries that we eat, because we eat a ton of fruit, so our strawberries and bananas, all the little green tops and all that stuff, all that goes in the compost bin. So now we've got like 3 tomato plants growing out of that compost bin that are producing tomatoes, little round on tomatoes, and the only thing that I can imagine is that the seeds come from store-bought tomatoes. Now, all of the other tomatoes that we planted were either bought from a greenhouse or they were planted from seeds, and I even propagated a bunch of them. I guess that may be the wrong word, but I even set a bunch of them up and grew them myself, about 50 of them. And so far, the tomatoes that are on the plant outside of our camper, and like I said, I'm just assuming that the seeds came from a commercial tomato when it was sold in a grocery store, and it could have been like a Granger County, or it could have been some kind of local tomato. But the tomatoes on the plants have zero rot. There has been no rotting happen on these plants, and I might be jinxing it, you know, and they might end up rotten. As soon as I get home today, they're gonna be all rotten. That's the way stuff works. But it's just an odd thing. When Jessica said it to me, it just instantly clicked. I was like, wow, that is a thing. There is no rot. So what is that? Is that something that they've done to the seeds that we used? Because some of the seeds that we used are what they consider like easy grow seeds. They are coated with something that helps the seeds survive, helps it grow, helps it retain water. They look red. They look like burnt peanuts. That's the closest thing that I can. Now, they don't have the texture of burnt peanuts, but the red coating would remind you of burnt peanuts. And I had seeds that had the red coating on them, and that were easy grow seeds, and they done well and they grew fast, right? And then I planted some seeds like okra. I planted some okra seeds, and they didn't come up for a month. I thought that we didn't have okra plants. So 3 weeks down the road, I go buy another tray, 4 okra plants, and plant them in the same row, but at the opposite end, in hopes that the okra seeds I planted would still grow. It's funny because they did, they grew. And now the okra plants that grew from seeds are twice as big than the ones that came out of a sleeve that was grown and then planted. It's just an odd difference in things like that, you know, and it could be type of soil and all that. I know all that. I'm not sure exactly what the biggest change is, or the biggest reason, but it just blows my mind the differences you have between so many different things. All the different plants, all the different seeds, and I've slacked off, and the garden has gotten extremely weedy, and I've got 20 or 30 tomato plants in it. Some just real crazy to see all the different things that grow. I grew some potatoes. Jessica's mom brought me some potatoes, and they were leftover commercial taters that just started popping out eyes on them. So I put them about 6 different spots, and the green got about, you know, 1.5 feet tall, and then started laying over. So I don't know if the potato plants were real weak, or if it was because they came from a grocery store, but they never flowered. And I may have picked them too early. They turned out to be good, but I don't know why they never flowered. Can't call it, you know. What a leg looks good today. Man, I need to get out on my kayak or something. All this work and no play is making me upset. I don't like it. Pass by the locks down here in Lenore City. brother, my wife, and at the time she wasn't my wife yet, but her uncle, her papa, Joe, brought me down here on the boat a couple times. Right over there at the locks, when they turn them things on, you can damn good sized striped bass. Slow down now, you know. So today, hopefully, I'm going to go home and I'm going to work on the Mountaineer. I'm going to put the drive shaft, actually I'm going to take the rear pinion seal out, pop a new rear pinion seal in it, and then put the drive shaft back on and hope that after I service the transmission that it just goes into gear and runs and drives. But if it does not, I may have to take the transmission out of our older Mountaineer and put it in the new Mountaineer. So the new Mountaineer I think is an 05, the old one's an 04. So I hope everything swaps out real well. And the gentleman we bought it from said it could possibly be a torque converter, but I don't know. The torque converter going out is not something I've ever experienced. I mean, I've changed a couple in the process of taking transmissions in and out and changing clutches and stuff like that, but I've never actually tried to assess a situation being the torque converter. So if it's the torque converter, I can just take the one out of my old Mountaineer and put in it. Oh no, Calypso's gone. There was a truck over here just like mine. Now it's gone. No. I should have stopped and tried to buy it. Shucks. Daggit. Oh man, it's gone. It matched my truck exactly. Looked exactly like my Calypso, but it had a camper top on it that looked exactly like the truck, the color. Oh man, damn, that sucks. I really would have liked to have gotten that. Me and my wife even talked about rolling up in ours and seeing if there was any way we could buy it. And hopefully somebody got it and it didn't get scrapped. That would suck. That would suck royally. Look like a Frontier. Look like a big 4-door Frontier. up a receiver, and I had to call the Knox County Police Department and have them respond and come and pick it up. Unfortunately, I'm a convicted felon, so being in possession of a firearm can be extremely bad for my legal situation. Dang, bud, you know that bridge will hold 2 people. Bud Road, shucks. Is this car broke down or for sale? It's just parked. I don't know if it's broke down or not. It's just parked. Truck's running good today. I changed the oil in it the day before yesterday. Seems like it's getting a little better gas mileage. Before I take it back to my brother-in-law, I might do the plugs and wires, unless he did. I know he here recently, he put an MSD ignition on it. And cool. So, you know, that always helps. Digital, MSD digital something. I'm not much on the performance parts because I just have a lack of knowledge on them. I'm the type of guy that's always like, just repair what's broken. And for the most part, I just put the cheapest thing on there because I know that if it's went bad once, it'll go bad again, and I'll have to work on it again. So no big deal. And I never know when one of these older vehicles that we use is gonna just. So it's hard to want to put the best money's parts into them. Which that could be why I'm afraid they're gonna. It's because I don't put the best parts in them. But well, you know, do what you gotta. Something went wrong. All right, baby. Now, how are we now? Well, I guess nothing's wrong right now. It's working. Driving around out here in the middle of nowhere. They got internet right here. I can't get internet down there at my house. Terrible service down there. This ladder staying in the back of the truck's good to be able to have that. Beautiful day outside. So glad that the rain's holding off. I can only get so much done. The rain is vicious. So we're about 10 minutes away though. This is like probably an average drive to work. We usually work anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes away from the house because we live in the sticks. So it's hard to find jobs just right down the road. And we live in an area where there's a lot of like good old boys and girls. So a lot of things that they need done, they do on their own. So somebody might call me for a little bit of help, but that's help. That's not going to make money off your neighbor, you know, unless they offer to pay you to do something. So that's just the neighbor stuff you're supposed to do. Contracting jobs, a little different. So. We're getting there. see if I can save what I've got left of my battery for the ride home. If you guys want to see the ride home, you guys already talked to me the whole way here, so on the ride home I'll just show some of the nice beautiful scenery and the reason I drive this way. I really hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I'm gonna stop here at the Wiggles and tinkle, maybe grab myself a piece of pizza. It depends. Wiggles got some really good pizza, but sometimes you just don't know. Plus, I just had a sausage biscuit. But I'm a fat kid. You guys have a good day. I'll see you here in a little while. Matthew Green signing out.